Good morning, students. It is the video for class 12 students for English so that they can write an effective letter to the editor comprising of good language and the essential ingredients of format, salutation, subscription, and the body of the letter. Once again, I would like to introduce you some of the effective ways through which you can communicate your ideas as well as the things that are quite essential. I would like to tell you about the guidelines that are quite essential. Localize your letter. Explain your include examples. Make your letter timely. If the newspaper has recently printed a story or column that interests you, you can give reference of the article and use it as a springboard for your letter. Moreover, keep your letter short and to the point, and the number of words should not exceed 150, not 250. Your letter should carry its most important message in the first paragraph. Means first paragraph should be related to the problems with the strong voice so that it can be quite catchy, appealing, and attractive. Include your name, address, and daytime, phone number. Editors like to call to confirm that the letter was actually written by the person whose name appears on the letter. Moreover, limit the number of points you make and stay on the same subject. Don't be disappointed if your letter does not get printed. Newspapers get many letters every day and can't print all of them. Most papers won't print the same writers over and over again. So, you must be aware of such things. Don't be afraid to ask for action. Tell readers what you want them to do. This includes your elected representatives. You can be sure they read the letters to the editor. Write a letter to the editor of National Herald, New Delhi, about water scarcity in your locality, suggesting ways to improve the position of water supply. You are Ramnath or Rima of Ghaziabad. Here you can just mention these things in a very effective manner, and in answer you can write A24 Kavinagar, Ghaziabad, April 2, 2000 XX. Why is it written? Because you can mention any date here. The editor, National Herald, New Delhi. The pin code you can write. What is the problem that you have to mention? Water crisis in Kavinagar. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I wish to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards the problem of water scarcity in our locality. It is still early summer and the residents are already facing acute water shortage in the area. The supply is out of at 8:30 am in the morning. That is a big problem and is restored only for half an hour in the evening between 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Since the timings are erratic, many people, especially the working couples, are unable to store water. Frequent complaints to the Jal Board have not yielded any result as the authorities expressed their helplessness, saying that one of the tanks of the Hadarpur water treatment plant is under repair and has been shut down for a month or so, thereby affecting the water supply in the area. But it is nearly 1.5 months since the problem began, and yet there is no respite to the residents. What is this? It is shocking. The Jal Board should, in the meantime, make provisions for water tankers at different horns of the T. Also, measures must be taken to expedite the repair work. Yours truly, Ramnath Arima. Here you can write it another way. It does not mean that it is only for Delhi, but it can arise in any locality and scorching sun. If the weather is so hot, the temperature rises and the people are suffering from water scarcity. They are not even able to get their food cooked and the clothes washed. Moreover, those who work, they have to just suffer a lot, even for drinking, washing, and for daily use. So it is a very natural problem. One more question is there that must be known to you. Write a letter to the editor of the Hindu on the fear that is spreading among people due to their anxiety over the widespread terrorism in the world. Give suggestions to curb such anti-social activities. You are Vikram or Varsa. So here you can know all about it. Terrorism is one of the global problems that arise in every part of the country, especially in India. It is a very terrible problem that happens in Jammu and Kashmir as well as in Punjab and some other parts, as India has already experienced this very problem in 1980s, when Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India. At that time, what did happen? I tell you, there was the demand of Khalistan, and Bhindranwala was one of the greatest terrorists who had sheltered in Golden Temple, Amritsar, for which the Blue Star operation was effective, and the Sikhs became very angry, due to which they just shot Indira Gandhi dead in her own residence. It was the terrorism that really made Rajiv Gandhi die. It is terrorism that just made so many people in Jammu and Kashmir shelterless, leave their own houses, and they had to migrate for jobs and earning money. It is terrorism that really shook Chechnya. It is in what Israel and Palestine, Iraq, ISIS, and Al-Qaeda. So there are many, but the people are the same. They are heartless. They are so cruel that we cannot expect. So here you can write examination hall, Delhi, pin code, March, this much, the editor, the Hindu, New Delhi. You can write the pin, sir, widespread fear of terrorism. Through this letter of mine, I would like to express my concern over the widespread fear caused in the minds of people because of growing terrorist activities all over the world. Terrorism as a method to achieve political aims has become a worldwide phenomenon. However, the simple and hideous terrorist attack on the Twin Towers in the USA has given terrorism a new dimension. The daring assault on the dignity and prestige of one of the largest democracies of the world has shattered the faith of people completely. What is worse, it has left religious fanaticism behind as its offspring. The widespread communal riots as a fallout of these terrorist activities in India has instilled a great fear in the minds of common people as it is in the crossfire of political game. It is always the common man who suffers the most. Stringent methods must be taken to restore peace and harmony in the country. One must keep the interests of the nation above the interests of the community or of the individual. Sanity must prevail at all costs. Yours truly, Vikram. That's all. Thank you, children. I will tell you something more in the fourth video. Thank you all.